The reasons you're not getting the body that you crave and that you're working hard for, if you are working hard for it and you're not kidding yourself. First of all, you lack consistency with your nutrition. Now, whether you've been given a nutrition plan and targets by a coach, or you've created a nutrition plan for yourself in line with your goal, you are lacking that basic consistency over time for your nutrition to help get you results. Now, by consistency, I don't mean a couple of good weeks. By consistency, I mean stringing together weeks and building up the months where you can turn around and say to a coach, or you can say to yourself, I can put my hand up and say, I've done 10 solid weeks following my nutrition plan. That's when the results come. Being able to put your hand up and say that. Another thing I want to mention in point 1 is that, and this appeals to clients only who have a coach, you don't know best unless you know best. So if you are qualified to make nutrition changes for yourself, or go away and say to your coach, I can take care of my nutrition because I'm qualified to do so and I've got the knowledge. Unless you can say that, don't make changes yourself. The amount of my clients that sometimes say, I've dropped my calories because I feel like I'm eating too much. Do you not feel that's a little bit too much for me? Should I not be doing this? Is that not too much protein? So-and-so said. Bullshit. The coach is the expert. So if you get given a nutrition plan to follow, it changes when the coach changes it. Second reason, people. Fucking people. When you are trying to achieve a goal for yourself, you want to and need to, want being the crucial word in this because you want to do it for yourself, live a certain lifestyle. And a couple of things can happen here with people around us. First of all, they influence us away from what we are really trying hard to do. So that could be, you're out at a meal and they want you to get a dessert. Comments like, don't be boring. Come on, come out, have a drink, have a few more. You don't want to, but that peer pressure and them consistently nagging at you sometimes, or even for some reason, they've got an expectation of you that you feel like you have to uphold. And you don't have to, but that peer pressure makes you then have a few more drinks, have a pudding, even though you don't want to do that. So that's the first one. Second one is negative comments. And I can refer to a client for this. So I had a client that lost weight, looked absolutely fine. And her own mum was saying, you look too thin, you're too gaunt in your face. Which prompted her then to start feeling negative about herself and maybe want to start putting the weight back on. And she thought she didn't look great and looked ill. And she didn't, she looked fine. But again, that interference of people around us, sometimes people we don't really know, which you really don't want to give a fuck about. But then, which is more annoying, people close to us, partners, family, close friends, well annoying. Last point, you're not that impressive. So, and this depends on the level of body you're trying to create. Of course it does. But what I mean by that is, sometimes people that want to be in great shape can't really do things that people in great shape can. So they haven't worked hard enough or long enough to be impressive. And whether that is someone coming into a gym at 60 kilo body weight and they're able to stick, body weight and a half on the back the squat to depth for 10 reps, which is impressive. I guarantee someone that consistently does that probably has pretty decent legs if they back that up with the nutrition. So sometimes, and I talk about this with clients, we are wanting to look a certain way, or I have a lot of female clients that want to have developed glutes and good legs, but they can't stick 50 kilo on the back and do 30 walking lunges. They can't get 100 kilo on a hip thrust bar and do 15 reps at tempo with holds and squeezes. So sometimes getting the body you want to get, you're going to have to put in that hard work, and with that longevity of hard work to get impressive, to be able to walk in a gym or on a running track or whatever your training environment is and be impressive. And most people that are impressive in their training environments look impressive.